true enemy won't wait out the storm. He brings the storm.
What is up? Welcome back. Episode 1 or episode... What is this right now? What are we doing? Yeah, you guys see what it is. We are playing as none other than the Night King. Welcome back to Stizzy's house. One and only Stizzy, rocking out with you guys again. Yeah, I'm so pumped about this series. I'm not really too sure how long this series is going to be. I'm being straight up with you guys. Usually for you guys that are used to Red Wolf and House Durandon, whatever the fuck ever word. For everybody that's used to, my previous stuff and currently House Lager, subscribe, like, do all of that stuff. Word. We're going to come right back with some new House Lager episodes too. But you guys know I get really immersed to like the point where some episodes I might have like maybe 8-10 minutes of gameplay, and word, I know that might be like a boom moment, but that's the way I give it up. So with this, I'm like, what do we do with the Night King? Right? What do we do with the Night King? Well, we're going to get into what we're going to do with the Night King, but a little bit of background, right? We know there's always a little bit of background. So what I've been working on for the past, I'd say, 1, 2, 3, maybe about, on and on for about probably like the last week or so. Yeah. Word, I've been busy with work and shit, but as far as CK2 goes, I've been playing around with save files and working my way up to scripting and all of that jazz. So that fast forwarded 7 days now, we've got a kind of like a brand new world right now. Yeah, so I've tried to keep up this world as close to the current TV show as possible. All right, well, there's going to be definitely a couple of things that are, I'm not sure why I keep moving the mouse back and forth, but there's definitely going to be a couple of things that are a little off. I left that for gameplay, but as of right now, where we're at is basically Jon and Daenerys, their thing. Sansa's running the North, that's a thing. All of the kids of the Starks are back, that's a thing. There's a lot of, basically, like I said, everything around what I just said is basically where we're at world-wise, so I'm really excited because not only do we get an opportunity to play as the Night King in this playthrough, with this save file, and I'm going to work my way up to a mod, but with this save file, I'm so excited because we could end up playing as, check it out, or we could end up playing as King of the North, Jon Snow. Yeah. And you guys see that house name is actually Snow, and he is an official bastard. So we have established a cadet house, and all of that stuff has been really just through editing the save files and learning a little bit of how this whole scripting language works. Like I said, we've got Sansa up in the north. We've got Arya, she's back in the north. Throughout different kind of playthroughs, we'll definitely check out all of the characters and everything that we've done. But for this episode's sake, or for at least this introduction to this, not mod again, just really, really modified save file. Yeah, let's check out some of the more established and more known characters. So, we've checked out Jon, King of the North. We've checked out Sansa, checked out Arya just a little bit. We're over here. Let's get down here. We're in King's Landing, so we see that Cersei's got a new do. Over here, we've got, you guys see it. Yeah. So at this point of the game, Daenerys has actually conquered the Reach, similar to how she's already done in season 7 of... kind of like the same way she's done in season 7 already in Game of Thrones. So yeah, there's a lot of little nuggets, to be honest with you guys, and I could probably do a whole episode just going over the save file and why I'm so just pumped about it. But yeah, let's actually do a little bit of playing. But before we even go into playing, right, what are we actually doing? What is the whole point of this series, right? Are we just, trying to have, other babies or, White Walker concubines. Like, what is the point, right? Well, the point is really simple. To kill everything in Westeros. Yeah, shaky screen moment. Yeah, and by I mean everything. Yeah, our entire goal will be to take over this continent of Westeros and see just kind of like where the game takes us. All right. Second, that is like I guess the huge goal. But our first series goal will be to take out our arch nemesis, right? The guy who the Night King hates the most, and that's none other than the Three-Eyed Raven. Word. So if we will view success in this series by two things: if we're able to kill the Three-Eyed Raven ourselves, yeah, we definitely we want to find a way to imprison him. We're not going to kidnap him. We're just going to take over the north, and through those means, we're going to try to maybe meet him on the battlefield. I'm not too sure, but yeah, we're probably gonna have to end up imprisoning him sooner or later, or but we'll definitely see. But the entire goal for the first part of the series is going to be to kill Bran or the Three-Eyed Raven. Word. And yeah, let's get it going. So we're currently up in the north, and let's slow it down just a little bit. All right, I'm not sure what this is. Alright, so it says event ID Cold Winds 4, but it doesn't say whatever that is, right? So what's pretty cool is that once you start, learning the whole scripting language and all that stuff, you actually find where all of these events are located in the game. So if we go to the common files area, yeah, you could probably find where this event is. I'm not too sure what this event is. I think it's just that we turn this kind of like this lordship into a wasteland, or this county into a wasteland. I think that's just it. Right. That's what I think Cold Winds Event 4 is. But yeah, let's check out our situation so far. So let's get rid of Bran. So we've already taken over the land of always winter. All right, so we've got that done. We've taken over the Thin Frost Caves. All right, and yeah, this is already, yeah. We're like I said, this series, I'm not too sure how long this series is even gonna last, to be honest with you guys, because Westeros is going to come to try to stop the Night King. It's going to be something that everybody unites around, and the first person from Westeros that's trying to stop us is none other than the Three-Eyed Raven's older brother, King Jon Snow. All right, so let's get whatever that event ID is out of the way. All right, so let's check out Jon Snow just a little bit more as a character. All right, and I'm not sure why this guy's our heir, but he seems to be our kinsman. And what's his name? Just White Walker, and he has like a weird... yeah, he has like a really weird... I'm not even sure like what that hat is. What is that, like a wildling hat? Not trying to break the fourth wall, but it looks like something like a old like Russian war hero would have worn or something like that. But it's cold, so I get it. He wears a hat because he's a White Walker and he gets cold. Cool. All right, so we have a new heir. All right, let's get back to Jon. All right, so Jon as a character, he's a dutiful commander. Well, we'll get to the traits, right? But as you guys see, we've switched up Jon just a little bit. Jon currently, and when I was designing or redesigning the character, basically I just went and I cut his, went to kind of like the barbershop icon up in the top of his head. Well, let's see if we can give the Night King a different hairstyle, and you guys see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I basically just went to Jon and I said, what would be the hairstyle that he currently has? And this is kind of like the closest thing that I got. He's really got some kind of like pin back, thing with the whole chin strap goatee thing going on. It's definitely just a little lighter around the top of the chin strap in real life, but this is as close as I got to, and I think this is like a little bit. I'd say this is Jon when he is half in battle and maybe like just got out of bed. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty stoked about like the way he came out. If I could remove the crown, that would probably be the only thing that I would do. But him as a character, like I said, he's a dutiful commander, he's a defender, he's an inspiring leader, of course, he's a bastard. You know, of course we don't care if he's a bastard. He definitely always has a direwolf, so he's got Ghost around with him. He's a wildling sympathizer. Alright, screw that shit up. He's resurrected, he's scarred, and he's a dragon rider. Yeah. So, yeah, again, we've gotten everything close, so I guess where we want it to be lore-wise, and again, we tweaked a little bit of things. But yeah, he's already rode Rhaegal, and that is actually it's not his dragon, but that is definitely his friend. Yeah. All right, yeah, let's get back to Jon. All right, he's honorable, he's proud, he's brave, he's authoritative, he's just, he's honest, he's kind, he's family person, and he's diligent. Everything that you guys would expect out of him, out of, you know, the character in the show. And I'll be honest with you guys, the only thing that I really added was the whole dragon rider and resurrected traits. He didn't really need much else. He was already kind of, you know, set up as is. But that's who we're facing against. So what are we going to do against this kind of a character? He's got 16,000. Let's check it out. He's got 16,828 troops. And he is actually has an alliance with Daenerys Targaryen. Alright, and she's got 25,954 troops. Yeah, so it's not looking good for us right now, because we've got 24,000 troops. Alright, so he's got a dragon, she's got a dragon, and they outnumber me basically about, let's double check it, close to about 40 to, it's about like they outnumber me by at least like 40% of troops, I'd say, about that. I don't do math for a living, so don't hold me to that. But what do we have to kind of like even odds? And yeah, you guys see it. Us as a character, let's check. This gives us opportunity, and we'll get to like the whole bam, you know. But we are a skilled commander. We lead from the rear. We're a Lightfoot leader, we're a formidable fighter, of course we're White Walkers, and we're also Dragon Riders. So we've got Viserion, pretty strong dragon. He's, not bad, he's got 64 again. You know, Daenerys' dragons aren't as, I'd say, strong as like Balerion, the Dread, because when you play in the, how can I say, when you play in like the early or like the Age of Conquest and you play as Aegon, his dragons, like, they're pretty old, or at least Balerion is. He's pretty strong already. So even though, you know, Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion, they're strong as is, I don't think any of them have gotten to the point where Balerion the Dread was at. So even though Viserion is an ice dragon now, and yeah, you know, the character is a White Walker, we all see that, I thought like the Marshal at 64 makes sense. So we're setting the table up for a potential dance of dragons in CK2 between the Ice Dragon, Viserion, and, you know, Rhaegal. All right, so let's actually run it. All right, so we've got the game running. Jon's helmet has switched up. He's ready for war. We keep getting this weird blank event thing going on. So we're gonna go ahead and move our troops over here. Alright, and this county is actually, let's check it out, Fist of the First Men. So we've got 23,989 men moving towards the Fist of the First Men. And let's pick up the ticker just a little bit. Yeah, let's put it up all the way to 3. Alright, so it seems like we're going to have to deal with, the Night's Watch, who's actually, let's see if they've joined they've joined the war on the side of King Jon of the North. Yeah, so let's see what we can do, because we're like really badly outnumbered, and I don't think this series is gonna go too long if we keep this kind of shit up. All right, so we've got John, we've got the North, we've got a couple of wildlings, we've got Chief Gendel of First Forest, we've got Chief Wallen of the Night Valleys, we've got Lord Roland of Crake Hall. All right, so we've got some people from the Rock. Let's move this to the de jure realms tab. So we've got, I definitely think that yeah, Crake Hall is definitely within. Yeah, so this entire province is at war with us. All of these areas that are kind of like highlighted in red. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's see where else has kind of like set up war with us. So all of these 3 counties over here. So yeah, like I said, it's not looking good for us. But let's see if Daenerys has actually joined the war. All right. So this is pretty interesting, right? She's allied with Jon, but she hasn't. Has he asked her to join the war? Yeah, that would be interesting to find out. I'm not gonna go ahead and console command and play it as one of them, but it would make sense for him to bring her in because she's got another dragon. Like, why wouldn't you want more dragons? Dragons, fire, dead White Walkers or dead others or dead whites or whatever the fuck they are. But pardon my French, I'm sorry. We're not going to get back to cursing, but yeah, pretty questionable move by Jon. Maybe it's because he has his own dragon. He's thinking like, we could maybe get through this. All right. So while we've been focused on Daenerys and why she's not joining it, and that's still kind of like bugging me out. Because I think they're lovers. Yeah, they're definitely lovers. I'm not sure if that, let's see if they still have that relation. Yeah, so they're lovers. They're in an alliance, not just a non-aggression pact. So he can call her to arms, but I'm not sure if he has or if she turned it down. Interesting movement, interesting stuff that's going on between Daenerys and Jon right now. So we've got a message from our kinsman, the White Walker who gets cold and has to wear the beanie. He lets us know, do we fight or do we flee? The enemy host approaches, intent on encircling the castle. What shall we do? I'll just fly away. The castle is impregnable. I will take my family and hide until it is safe. All right. I'll be honest with you guys, the Night King doesn't seem like somebody that sticks around when the going gets tough. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and fly away. All right. So, while we've flown away, we're getting kind of like the North is moving up. And it's not really the North, it's really like the Wall. The Wall has really come in and set the first onslaught. All right, so we're just going to destroy these guys. So, we're taking our entire troop total. Go ahead and make sure, okay, they're combined. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're taking on this group that's being led by, let's check this out. All right, who are they being led by? Not too sure. And the screen is doing like the weird like crunching sound thing. All right, so they're being led by, okay, let's pause it. Let's see who we're actually fighting against. All right, so our army is being led by our Klinsman. That's probably the one that wears like the weird hat. And the group from the Night's Watch is being led by Sir Glendon Hewitt. He's actually the commander of the Night's Watch. Okay, well, he's a commander in the Night's Watch. I was about to say, thought Edison Dolores was the commander of the Night's Watch. All right, so we've got this guy, Sir Glendon Hewitt. He's actually got a pretty good marshal. He's from House Hewitt. Let's see. Okay, so they're definitely a house of nobility. All right. And where are they actually? Let's actually check out where House Hewitt is. All right, so they're part of the Lordship of Oakenshield. Okay, I'm pretty sure that they're part of like a group of islands before I click. Okay, let's click. Yep. All right. Yes, I'm getting pretty good with my CK2 of Game of Thrones map. All right, so this group is being led by actually a family with some roots to the Reach, but he's not gonna survive. So I'm sorry, even though it was an honorable thing that your family joined the Night's Watch. Not really sure why he joined the Night's Watch. Let's get back to Glendon Hewitt. Is he like a rapist or anything? No, he's actually, yeah, he's probably just, check out his family line. Wow. He doesn't even have any siblings. Well, he does. And his brother took over the lordship. So why wouldn't he? Yeah, interesting. What I was gonna say is I'm not sure like why he would have joined the Night's Watch. It's probably something I'm gonna dig into this a little bit more when I probably get offline. But yeah, this is our first battle, and it is the Battle of Skirling Watch, and that's where we're gonna leave it at, guys. Yeah, I'm excited for this series. I think I've got another series on the way from this kind of timeline or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm just excited to play with these updated characters, updated scenarios, you know, a lot of stuff going on in this world, and I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Hit that like button, subscribe, and yeah, put on your OG. I'm back at it. Take it easy. You guys have a good one, and as always, play a little bit of CK2. Peace. Bye.